Hey guys, so I needed a break from Skyrim, and Borderlands 2 is taking forever to download. It's still got a half hour left and it's at 75%, so here I am doing my Q&A for you. So the first question was an anonymous question. If a mad gunman came to where you work and told you you had to kill one coworker, or he would kill you, who would you choose? Obviously, I would choose Pam. Because Pam is a ginger, and everyone knows gingers don't have souls, so it's a win-win. You can't kill her. The rest of my questions are from Grunt Stuff. He always asks me many questions, which I appreciate, and they are always good questions. They make me think, and I have to give detailed answers. So, his first question is Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho for the WWE Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania 30. Yay or nay? If nay, who would you have face Orton? No! 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 I like Chris Jericho a lot, but not that much. Daniel Bryan deserves a shot at that belt more than anyone. He was going for it before they merged the titles. He was going for the WWE Championship. And I had that 1/2 second where I thought he was going to win, but then the next day they took it away from me and ripped my heart out and threw it on the floor. I was so sad. Anyway, at WrestleMania, I want Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton for the now undisputed WWE Championship. And I want Daniel Bryan to win. If anybody deserves to win that, it's him. No one else. Please and thank you. That also leads into the next question you asked. Who should be the next undisputed champion, IC champion, US champion, tag team champions, and Divas champion? Also, when would you have these changes take place? I already answered the first one. For the IC champion, I'm kind of feeling Big E's reign right now. I like Big E, and I like that he's got the IC championship. I don't want that to change anytime soon. Obviously, it will happen eventually, but I don't know who I would want to be the next IC champion, because right now, I like Big E, and that's who I wanted to stay with. For the US champion, I would like Damien Sandow to take it off of Dean Ambrose's hands. I don't have a specific time frame for when that should happen. Maybe hopefully soon, because I can see how they're starting to work the unraveling of the Shield, and I think Dean losing the US champion would be the final straw. And I think Sandow deserves it. He had to throw away his Money in the Bank contract because John Cena came back and Mommy and Daddy had to give John Cena a belt to make him feel special and loved, even though he came back sooner than expected from surgery. So, that's just my opinion. I know, gripe all you want. I know Cena's a good guy, this, that, and the other, but I still think Damien Sandow should have had the belt for a few months, if that. Anyway, that's who I'd like to see take the US Championship off Dean Ambrose. For the Tag Team Champions, it's cool that Goldust came back, but he and Cody Rhodes have been stale from the start for me. I've never been interested. I kind of use it as a snack break when they come on TV sometimes. As for who would take it off their hands, I really like Xavier Woods and R-Truth. That tag team is awesome and amazing. They have a really good feud going on right now with Brodus Clay. That's obviously going to take some time to work itself out, so it may not be until sometime after WrestleMania, and it's a huge stretch. It probably will never happen, but if it could, that's who I'd like to see take the Tag Team Championships off of the Rhodes Brothers, sometime after WrestleMania. For the Divas Championship, also, I don't see that happening anytime soon. I would like AJ to hold the longest record for holding the Divas belt. And so she's got a while still to hold on to that if she can beat that record. Then whoever eventually defeats her, I think we need a girl off of NXT to take her place because, again, majority of the girls in the Divas locker room are stale. They don't have a great storyline. And it's not their fault. WWE isn't doing a good enough job of boosting them up. I mean, if I could see anybody, and I mean anybody in the current roster take the belt off of her, I'd want it to be Tamina. I would like to see Tamina maybe double cross her and take the belt off of her sometime. That would be pretty sweet, and that would make a good storyline afterwards, because they'd have a feud against each other. That would give them something, to play up. But if not, it's probably going to have to be a new diva off of NXT. Let's see. And the next question is, do you like anime? If so, which ones do you like? If not, what turns you off of it? Is your mind open to change? Well, you're in luck. I love anime. I super love anime. Hang on. Come with me. I'm going to show you something. This is my bookcase in my living room. We've got a few anime plushie up here with some board games, couple DVD sets. Down here we begin my anime collection. I have some Gundam Wing, Ergo Proxy, a Miyazaki collection back, a couple of miscellaneous DVDs over there in the end with some figurines in front. Down here I have a decent set of manga with a few pictures my friends drew for me. Down here I have more DVDs, mostly Yu Yu Hakusho, and a couple Pokemon tapes as well. And also, down there in the corner, I have a handful of New Type magazines. For those of you that don't know what that is, it was an amazing, badass, probably the best anime magazine that was put out there before they had to shut down and they stopped producing it. I'm not exactly sure why, but it was the best. They always gave you a free DVD with a sampler of an anime on it, usually episode 1 of season 1 of whatever it was, and a sweet poster. But anyway, obviously, I love anime a lot. And that's not all of it, that's most of it, but I've been working on expanding my collection still, within my means, of course. And when it comes to which ones do I like, mainly I like horror and gore. Things like Berserk, and I also like sci-fi, i.e. Ergo Proxy. And then I'm big into action adventure, which is a lot of anime, like Gurren Lagann, and comedy. I love comedy. Comedy is awesome. Not so big into the super cutesy anime or the romantic ones. I like a good storyline. If I had to name my favorite, probably in my top 3 would be Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. If you've never heard of it, just look it up. I mean, watch episode 1 if you can. It's great. It's about a boy named Koyuki who wants to learn how to play guitar and eventually becomes part of a band, and they start from nothing. It doesn't sound like much of an anime, but just watch it. It's fantastic. So, obviously, the second half of your question is null and void because nothing turns me off to anime, because anime is quite enjoyable for me. And, okay, well, in general, is my mind open to change? Yes, but in this context, no, because you can't change my mind about anime. I love it. And for your last minute question, what's your WrestleMania 30 dream card? Anything that includes and not together, but just anything that will include Undertaker, CM Punk, and Daniel Bryan, and that does not include The Rock, because those 2 years we had The Rock versus Cena, I was so sick of him. I stopped watching early because that was the last match of the night. Like after the match before that, after the Undertaker match, I don't remember if there were any matches between Undertaker and The Rock's match, but before The Rock's match, I just cut it off. Like, it wasn't even interesting. We know The Rock's gonna win because he's The Rock. Ooh, I'm so cool, I'm The Rock, and I won the belt, and I'm gonna wrestle 3 times this year. Sarcasm, sarcasm, sarcasm. I know, somebody's gonna take offense to that. Whatever, I'm sorry, deal with it. Anything that doesn't involve The Rock, actually. It will be 200% better without The Rock. So please let us continue to keep The Rock out of WrestleMania, and everything will be infinitely better for me. That's all the questions that I have for now, as far as I'm aware. If somebody sent me a question beyond these and I did not answer them, I'm sorry. I did not receive your question. Please resend it. I'm always happy to make another video. These are fun for me to make, especially when I have downtime between video games. And yeah, that's it. So see you next time. Bye guys.